My position in the book is to adhere to a historical Adam, but to adhere to it from the viewpoint of someone who holds to a young Earth instead of an Earth of millions of years of age or billions, Earth in the age of thousands. So that's what makes my particular view distinctive as compared to the other views in the book. The Bible has a lot to say about Adam as an individual, not as a model or an archetype, not as one member of a large group of either human beings at the time or an anthropoid of some sort, but rather he's a distinct individual as the singular head of the human race. And that is carried out not only throughout the Old Testament and the way it speaks about Adam, but also in the New Testament, where Paul and Jesus and others talk about Adam as a historical figure, as the singular head of the human race, and as a person of a significant standing theologically. So much so that Jesus is called the second Adam. So you have a first Adam, the historical Adam, and a second Adam. So as I look at that, one of the things that comes out of that is to really realize that if we have no historical first Adam, then what's the necessity of a historical second Adam? So if the first Adam is not historical, nor is he the originator of sin or of death in the human race, then why is there a necessity for a second Adam, Jesus Christ, to come and provide the antidote for sin in salvation, and then the antidote to death in resurrection? So that in reality, what I'm arguing is if we can't take the first as historical, that puts a question mark on the second as being historical. Well, I think it's going to be an open discussion for some time to come. I think that in the recent couple of years, it has really reached a critical point where people read about it, like in Christianity Today. They're reading about it in books by men like Walton and Collins and Peter Enns. And so they're starting to really ask questions about it and trying to establish what their position is, trying to listen to those who have contrary arguments or different positions. I think that because of the seriousness of the topic and its pervasiveness through the Old Testament and New Testament, that's going to be discussed for some time to come. I look at this as a hot-button topic that is not just a flash in the pan that's going to be here this year, and a year or 2 years from now, it's going to go out of business as a good topic of conversation or academic study. I think that the book, The Four Views on the Historical Adam, will remain something that's relevant for perhaps the next decade, just because that conversation, that debate will continue. It's something everyone's interested in because if we consider ourselves descendants of Adam, or if we don't consider ourselves descendants of Adam, it has an interest for us and we want to find out more about it.